Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Schaefer. Today I have a Halloween book to read to you. Pete the Cat, Trick or Pete. It's Halloween. Pete the Cat is excited to go trick-or-treating in his superhero costume. I hope nothing too spooky happens, says Pete. I wonder what's under the moon. It's a witch riding her broom. Don't worry, says Pete's dad. We have our flashlight. Let's go trick-or-treating, says Pete. What's behind the lamppost? Oh, it's just a spider. Pete and his dad walk outside. Whoosh! The wind rustles the leaves. Pete sees something moving in the tree. What could it be? It's just an owl. That wasn't too spooky, says Pete. They arrive at a neighbor's house. Pete rings the bell. He hears a strange sound coming to the door. Meow. Trick or treat, welcome. It's just Callie, Pete says. She's not too spooky. Callie joins Pete and his dad trick-or-treating. At the next house, there is something in the yard. What could it be? Phew, it's just a scarecrow, says Pete. That's not too spooky. Pete rings the doorbell. Trick or treat, says Pete and Callie. What's behind the door? Awesome costume, says Pete. Very spooky, but not too spooky. Thank you, says Mrs. Gold, the crossing guard. She looks like a flower. At the next house, there is something glowing on the steps. What could it be? Cool, says Pete. Jack-o'-lanterns. Look at their silly faces. Callie rings the doorbell. Trick or treat, says Pete and Callie. I wonder what's behind this door. It's Pete's teacher. One piece of candy each, she says. She looks like she dressed up as a cowgirl. Suddenly, they hear something behind them. What was that? Asked Callie. What could it be behind the bush? Oh, it's just our friend Emma, says Pete. Not too spooky, but groovy. One last house and then we'll go home, says Pete's dad. Pete rings the bell. Ding dong. Yikes, it's a spooky ghost, screams Pete. Don't be silly, Pete. It's just me, says Grandma. Callie and Pete get treats and hugs. Trick-or-treating wasn't too spooky at all. It was actually full of sweet surprises. And there's Pete with all his friends. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. Bye.